Today is a really bright day, a nice dry day before we're going to have quite a few days of frost, and so I thought it was a good time to come out here in the garden and plant up some bulbs. And what I want to do this year is to plant them into pots so I can bring them into the house, sort of one after the other, like succession planting, and just really add some spring color to the cold, dark months where we don't spend as much time outside as possible. I'm also going to put some of the bulbs into the garden, but this is a little collection I found. I just love these colors, sort of blues and whites. So beautiful. I haven't bought many bulbs this year, just a few, and I thought it'd be nice just to get them planted up now. So let's get started. I've got my pots here all full of compost, just regular compost, and we'll just get going. I also have these little pots here that I've picked up in like charity stores, that sort of thing. I think they're so cute, and I would love to have them full of beautiful bulbs in the spring. They haven't got any holes in the bottom, so initially I thought that I could just transplant the bulbs as they were starting to sprout into these pots, but I think actually I'll fill these ones up with compost now and plant the bulbs directly in there so I can have them exactly as I want them, and then I'll keep them in the greenhouse so that I can control how much water they get so they won't get waterlogged or rot or anything like that. But they're really sweet ones. I'm extra excited about these ones. They are blue pearl crocuses. They're meant to be fragrant ones, so I definitely want to bring these into the house just to fill the house with beautiful with spring fragrance. I only had 10 of them because I actually found them in the garden center and they just had about 10 left. So they've got loads of little heads coming up now here, little spears. How exciting. They can be planted in at 5 centimeter depth, so I brought my little ruler out here just because I had it to hand, and I can just make sure it's not planted too deep. There. So I've got some lovely little pots planted up now. I'm going to put them in a little spot where they won't get too much cold and frost, but still outside so they get enough chill hours. And then as they start to sort of pierce through the soil and start shooting out their leaves and everything, I'll bring them into the house, into the warmth, and they'll bloom earlier and just fill the house with their lovely spring fragrance and color. Really looking forward to that. I doubt I'll need to give them a drink at all winter, except for this little one here because they were quite dry as hyacinths. And then the other ones had quite moist compost, but I'll just give them a teeny few drops here, and that'll be all they'll get all winter, I imagine. I will keep an eye on them. If they get really, really dry, I'll give them a little drink again. But these ones here are of course staying outside, the ones in regular pots. Whereas these ones that haven't got any holes in the bottom are going into the greenhouse. So let's take them over there now. But before I do that, I have this pot here full of moss. I want to top dress them a little bit as well. So let's get some bits of moss here. It just makes it look a bit decorative and adds a bit of extra protection too. So there they all are. I just think it looks so much prettier when they've got a bit of moss there for them to pierce their way through. Lovely. So there they are on their shelf, and hopefully we'll see them soon with lots of beautiful spring flowers.